is your Season 4 Snickers Cup Series Champion, finishing 7th today. And the Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet of Sean Henley will be the defending Snickers Cup Series Champion heading into next season. Oh, he does get the wall a little bit there, but much less aggressive than he has been. Off turn 4 for the final time. You don't know if you look quite a new chapter. Audi goes to victory lane in their debut. Noah Hart, his first career Snickers Cup Series victory, comes here tonight in the Mountain Southern 500 at Darlington. Coming in the final corner for the final time, John Citadino. What a rookie season he has had. Won the Truck Series race here 2 days ago, and he not only wins his 6th race this season, he is your Snickers Cup Series champion. Out of pole for the final time, Audi goes back to victory lane. This time with Anthony McCurry the driver. McCurry finally picks up a win, his first of season 7, and Audi for the 3rd time in their career will go to victory lane. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of Season 7 of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series. We are here live tonight at FTF SuperSpeedway. The closest points battle for the championship this entire season gets ready here with the final race of the final season event here of Season 7. This is going to be a good one. 6 drivers come in mathematically still in the hunt for the championship. We came into the trucks already with a champion. We came into mobile practically already with a champion. We have no idea who the champion is going to be here tonight, though. Can't wait to find out. This is what it looks like coming into this race, folks. 6 drivers, as you saw there in that promo video, are coming into this event trying to win the championship. For 2 of them, it's for the 2nd time in their career. For 4 of them, it is for the 1st time in their career. Jacob Lawler is the current points leader. 14 points over Sean Henley. 18 over the Audi of Noah Hart. 22 over former champion and John Citadino. 29 over Anthony McCurry. And the long shot, which was not in the promo video because really the odds are stacked up against him, but stranger things have happened here, is Chris Washer, 46 points out.
Your engine.
There's the command to fire the engines. We're going to take this opportunity here at FTF while these drivers complete this pace lap around this racetrack to give you all the scenarios coming into this race, because this is over a 5-mile racetrack. It'll give me plenty of time to be able to lay it all out for you. Jacob Lawler starts up here on the front row alongside of Joe Gibbs' racing teammate and pole sitter Mary Cole. This, I believe, is Mary Cole's 3rd pole of the season, and Mary Cole starting alongside of her teammate Jacob Lawler. Henley going to be starting a ways back there. I thought I saw him. I think he's starting somewhere around the... I thought he was starting around 15th, maybe not. You'll see it in the top of your screen in your starting grid. John Citadino lined up there in 4th place. I saw McCurry there midfield. No idea where Chris Washer is starting in this field, nor Noah Hart. We'll find out that on the top. You'll find out that on the top of your screen in your starting grid. But here's how it all lays out coming into this race. Let's start from the bottom up. Chris Washer, in order for him to win the championship here tonight, Jacob Lawler has to DNF and finish 41st or worse here tonight if Washer wins the race. That's how Washer's got to do it. Washer can finish in 2nd place, but Jacob Lawler would have to finish in dead last. And Washer would have to finish ahead of Henley, Hart, Citadino, and McCurry. The odds of that not exactly in his favor. For Anthony McCurry tonight, he has to finish a total of 8 spots ahead of John Citadino, a total of 12 spots ahead of Noah Hart, a total of 16 spots ahead of Sean Henley, and finish 30 positions ahead of Jacob Lawler. For John Citadino, he has to finish ahead of Anthony McCurry and Chris Washer, obviously, but he also has to finish 5 spots ahead of Noah Hart, a total of 9 spots ahead of Sean Henley, and 23 positions ahead of Jacob Lawler. For Henley, or I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. For Noah Hart, he has to finish a total of 5 positions ahead of Sean Henley and 19 spots ahead of Jacob Lawler. And for Sean Henley, he needs to finish a total of 15 positions ahead of Jacob Lawler. Lawler tonight has to make sure he keeps all of them in his rearview mirror and finishes at least a total of only 13 spots behind Sean Henley tonight, only 17 spots behind Noah Hart, and only 21 spots behind John Cittadino. And starting up here at the front certainly could be an advantage for Lawler coming into this race. We also have a points battle on our hands between two rookies for Rookie of the Year honors. Ian Dutta comes in 19 points ahead of Joshua Collard. Those are the only two mathematically eligible to win the Rookie of the Year honors here tonight. We'll keep an eye on the 66 and the 43 during the course of this evening. Two chasers not in the hunt anymore for the championship, trying to get the Rookie of the Year honors here tonight at FTF. We got a couple of drivers that are making their debuts here tonight. We'll document them in a moment. Another driver also making his return to the Snickers Cup Series, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But we are moments away from going green. Mary Cole, Jacob Lawler, teammates out of JGR, getting ready to put us under the green flag. Keep in mind, if Jacob Lawler can win the championship, Joe Gibbs Racing will have won the championship 2 seasons in a row. Season 6 with Charles Jackson, Season 7 here with Jacob Lawler. Green flag is out, we're underway, 19 laps before we crown ourselves a Snickers Cup Series Champion. And normally I would say before we crown ourselves a new Snickers Cup Series champ, but 2 former champions are in the running for this, Cittadino and Henley, so we can't say that. As Jacob Lawler, getting freight trained there, was not able to get to the inside, and now actually falls back in his drafting with a guy trying to run him down for the championship, John Cittadino, as here comes Jake Cole to the bottom on Mary Cole. No relation between those two. The two drivers that are here, one making her debut, and one making his return. Oh, wait a minute, I thought I heard some spinning. We did here! And it was the driver making the debut, the 42 of Saya Asumi. And she keeps it going. Were any chasers involved? Noah Hart got through it. Chris Washer got through it. Langford got a piece of it, though. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Luke Walker. He's one of the drivers making his return here. He drove the 26 a couple of seasons ago. Schwallenberg's been collected, and Collard's been involved. That may be it for Ian Dutta to win the Rookie of the Year honors. Dylan Poteet's been collected as well. Caution flag is out. Are any chasers, though, involved? That's what the big question is. Oh, Ian Dutta's been collected in this. So now that throws into question the Rookie of the Year honors. Looking through here, seeing who else may have been involved. Joshua Michaels may have been collected as, whoa, this is really close here for Lawler. Side by side with the defending champion, Charles Jackson, as they come to the stripe. Jake Cole's the leader. We got to keep an eye on this. Don't wreck under caution, please, guys. A number of the contenders are right behind this. Cittadino's back here. Henley's back here. Please keep it together. Looks like they're going to. One driver that I'm trying to find that I haven't seen yet. There's Noah Hart, but where's McCrory? Where's the 61? Oh, he's up here. He's in 6th place. Okay. And it looks like they will not wreck under the caution. That is at least a good thing. But two drivers that I was just about to highlight. Saya Asumi driving for Andrea Eriksson here tonight due to Eriksson suffering a concussion from the wreck at Talladega last week. And Luke Walker, the Mobile Cup Series champion for Season 7, filling in this one race for Pichu London here tonight, making his return to the Snickers Cup. Both collected in this incident. From what I could see, no contenders for the championship were involved. The close ones were Noah Hart and Chris Washer, but I think they got through it. So let's jump back, take a look at a replay of what happened. Jake Cole leads us under the caution flag. Let's see what happens here with Saya Asumi, and this was pretty close towards the front of the field as well. And where is the contact going to start is the question. Well, I almost wonder, you see the 14 of Luke Walker moving under Dougie Shears. I almost wonder if Dougie may come up and crowd the 42. Right there. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Ralph Mason, he's going to get collected in that. He gets, oh, he didn't hit the wall. Nice save. Poteet got clipped, though. Oh, now Mason's going to get the wall as he gets collected once again. There's Langford. There's Schwallenberg, gets turned down to Dougie Shears. Oh, Henley! Henley just avoided his spinning Tweenix teammate. Jake Rogers gets a piece of it, though. Danny Wells may have gotten a little bit of it. There's Collard spinning around there in the Cheerios machine. I think he got a hit from Trent Dunham. Levi McIntyre, I believe, got a piece. Cole Daly was right behind it. I don't know if he was involved or not. And there's Noah Hart going through the grass. There's Chris Washer going around on the high side. But I think, for the most part, with the damage I see some of these drivers sustain, they may not be able to continue. And if that's the case, that automatically eliminates Chris Washer from winning this championship. He gets through the wreck, though, but there you see Luke Walker there making his return. There you see Saya Asumi in the 42, and Dylan Pote back here. I think he was actually smoking. Oh, yeah, then he hit Schwallenberg. That's why he was smoking. Man, that was a close call. We got to go on board with that 25 car, because Henley made one great move. Watch Sean Henley in the 25. This is how you keep your championship hopes alive. Contact's going to come right there. Oh, man! That was way too close for comfort. Somebody make sure Sean's still breathing. I mean, that one almost took him out of this championship hunt. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing on lap 6 of 19. Jake Cole is the current leader. Bob Jones in second. Charles Jackson third. Fourth place is Michael Norman, and fifth place is Drew Austin. Where are our drivers competing for the championship restarting? Well, highest running right now is Anthony McCurry. He is in 8th place. Jump back here. Jacob Lawler restarts in 18th. John Cittadino in 20th. Sean Henley in 22nd. Those drivers that had the near misses there, Chris Washer and company, where are they? Where'd the 10 go? The 10 and the 47, where are they? They're out of the race? Wait a doggone minute, what's going on here? Now, why are they out of the race? Oh, we're being told, oh man, talk about a way to have to be eliminated. Apparently, we've seen this before here at this track, drivers do not know how to stop under caution. And apparently Noah Hart and Chris Washer were two of those people. They ran into the back of other machines, they were damaged, and they have retired from this race. What a tough break. Saya Asumi in her debut out of the race already too, along with Langford, Ralph Mason, Dylan Poteet, and Dylan Schwallenberg. Take a look on the bottom of your screen there. We'll show you your NNSCRA split cam and show you what happened to the 47 and the 10. But what a tough, tough break. Couldn't even be a fact that they got involved in a wreck. They had to wreck under the caution flag. Man, that is a tough way to have to go out here. So one of Audi's chances is gone. The long shot, Chris Washer, is gone. And we're back green here on lap 6. Now, as far as the rookies are concerned for Rookie of the Year honors, I believe both Joshua Collard and Ian Dutta are still running. Dutta restarted in 33rd. Collard restarted in 31st. So right now, I believe that's about 4 positions separating the 43 and the 66. That's not going to be enough to do it. That's still 15 points that Joshua Collard has to make up on Ian Dutta. As right now at the front of the field, they're bouncing off each other. Michael Norman and Bob Jones. As they're 3 wide, 4 wide behind him, Drew Austin makes the move to the inside for the lead. Oh, I don't like the look of this. This is looking too much like our Truck Series event. If they go 4 wide, this could be trouble. Look at McCurry right down there on the inside line. He wants to be out of this situation. Oh, they're still 3 wide, but they're keeping it together. Oh, this is very, very testy. Super testy right now. There's Megan Atkins, our winner last week from Talladega, up here in the hunt now, trying to win back-to-back races at restrictor plate starts. Jacob Lawler's made his way to the inside line. Sean Henley's on that inside line. I don't know where Cittadino's gone. Where's the 72? Oh, there he is. Looks like he's heading up a second pack there. Either that or he's just laying back. He's driving there with Kyle Matthews and Danny Wells at the current moment. Maybe just waiting for something to break out, which it very well could. As Drew Austin leads the way now. Here comes William Duncan underneath Anthony McCurry. That's for the 2nd position. Right now, Jacob Lawler is still running well. There you see him right behind Trent Dunham. Wait, Lawler and Dunham have been around each other a lot for the past couple of weeks. What's up with that? But right now, Lawler, with where he's running right now, he still would be the champion, and this is what he needs to do. He needs to keep himself in contention up here at the front and stay out of trouble. If he can do that, then there's no way that Henley, Cittadino, McCrory can be able to run him down. Those are the 3 drivers left to compete for the championship now against Lawler. 2 former champs and Anthony McCrory, who ended up getting Audi into its very first chase last season, and now made it in the chase here back-to-back seasons. Drew Austin leading the way, and here comes Lawler, 3 wide underneath Trent Dunham and Sean Galligan, a couple of former NSCRA champions. Oh, someone wrecked! Someone wrecked! I don't think it was Henley! No, Henley saved it! But some others are involved! Cittadino just barely avoids Daniel Day! And they're piling in! Norman is flipping! Sanford's involved! Mary Cole, the pole sitter's been collected! Dylan Young has been involved as well, and I think there's a couple more up here. James McLeod, I think, was involved. And the caution flag's waving. William Duncan's going to move by Drew Austin. That is for the lead. As they come down to the stripe, Duncan will lead us under our second caution of the evening. And all 4 of those chasers got through that. Henley, I think, may have triggered it. I don't know. And somehow Cittadino, with a lot of wheel work, was able to get through it with no damage. Now, here's the big thing, though. They've crossed the stripe. Guys, slow down, please. We've seen it before. The stragglers not able to slow down in time and running into drivers at the rear of the front pack. Cittadino backing it down. Let's hope he backs it down enough. Oh, come on. No. No. Slow it down. Sanford gets into the back of Cittadino. Come on, guys, please. Oh, Danny Wells ran to the back of Luke Walker. Jake Rogers, Ian Dutta, Cole Daly, they're all wrecking, but I don't think Cittadino got a piece of it. He was able to slow it down in time, but Danny Wells got a lot of damage now. So does Jake Rogers, so does Daly, so does Dutta. As Daniel Day's on pit road, Sanford's on pit road, and so is Dylan Young. William Duncan leads us under the caution. Let's jump back, take a look at a replay of what put us under the yellow. All 4 of our contenders for the championship still are in it, as we'll look back at a replay of what just happened. Here's a look at what happened. 4 wide situation, and look who's on the bottom of it. Sean Henley. Side by side there with Daniel Day, Dylan Young, and Megan Atkins doing the rim riding on the high side. Henley got a little tight there, gets into Day. They're bouncing off each other, the 25 and the 24, and then Day gets up into Dylan Young. And watch Henley. This is the 2nd time in a row he has been able to get down beneath a wreck. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And then Silver Fox was able to get by on the high side along with Megan Atkins, but then Dylan Young comes back down into traffic, and Michael Norman's going to be the one that tags him. Daniel Day making contact there with, I think that was Nick Barney as well. And look at Cittadino. Goes high. McLeod involved there too. But look at there. And then goes low underneath Daniel Day. Almost kind of Jeff Gordon'd it from Daytona, if you remember that race. And look at Mary Cole. She nailed Michael Norman. Norman up and over the 2. And, oh, there's where Sanford gets involved. Right in front of his teammate Kyle Corbett, too. Man. But look at Michael Norman, barrel rolling, flipping, end over end, side over side. That tribute to Paul Walker, number 3. Man. Wild, wild ride there from Michael. And Mary Cole took a hard lick there, too. That was quite a shot she gave to that 3 machine. Let's take an onboard here with John Cittadino and watch him work his way through this wreck. Watch the Expedex Chevrolet work his way through this incident and not even get a piece of it. Goes high, goes low, not a scratch. What a drive there for John Cittadino. Keeps himself still in the hunt for his 2nd Snickers Cup Series Championship. Getting ready to go back to green on lap 12 of 19. Now, if we had our Mobile and Truck Series events, there would be a total of 4 to go. Here tonight, there's going to be a total of 7 to go. So that extra few laps put on there, who knows, that could come into play in this event. Anyway, we're going to give you an update here as far as the rookies are concerned. Ian Dutta has indeed taken his car back behind the wall now after we saw them ramming into each other there at the tail end of the field. He is out of the race in 29th position. Right now, in order for Joshua Collard to win the Rookie of the Year honors here tonight, he would have to finish in 10th position or better. So right now, Joshua Collard damaged and off the pace in 24th place. He's got to hope a big wreck happens if he's going to get himself Rookie of the Year honors. So right now, drivers out of the race that I should document here are Danny Wells, Jake Rogers, Cole Daly, Ian Dutta, Dougie Shears. I believe those were the drivers that were involved in that incident at the rear of the pack when they all backed into each other. These drivers, though, legitimately DNF'd from the wreck. Dylan Young, Michael Norman, Daniel Day, Charles Sanford, and Mary Cole. So as we get ready to go back to green, why don't we give you a full field rundown, because I think there's only about 25 cars left on the racetrack. William Duncan's the leader. Jacob Lawler trying to win this championship. He's right there in second. Drew Austin third. Anthony McCurry fourth. Trent Dunham fifth. Sean Galligan is 6th, Jessica Shelton 7th, Megan Atkins 8th, Charles Jackson 9th, and 10th is Richard Johnson. James Silverfox up here in 11th, Cody Lamas 12th, Sean Henley there in 13th, 14th Austin LaPlante, 15th Bob Jones, Jake Cole 16th, 17th Nick Barney, Kyle Matthews 17th, John Cittadino is now in, well, they say he's in 19th. Okay, I guess he is 19th. 20th place Kyle Corbett, Levi McIntyre 21st, 22nd is James McLeod, 22nd is Luke Walker, I'm sorry. 23rd, James McLeod. 24th is Joshua Collard, and Joshua Michaels is 25th. So indeed, 25 drivers still on track to finish out this race. We have only one time in NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series history had the champion not only win the championship, but win the season finale. And that was back in Season 5, John Cittadino won at Zenjoltis and won the championship. It was his 6th win of the season. Jacob Lawler could become the second driver to do that here tonight if he wins here at FTF. Green flag back out. We're back underway. Right now, 4 drivers still in the hunt for this championship. Lawler, McCrory, Henley, and Cittadino. As Lawler's going to get freight trained there, McCrory knows this is what he's got to do. He's got to get by him. I'm actually going to look here. I'm not certain, but I'm thinking if we've only got 25 drivers left on track, it's impossible for McCrory to be able to bypass Jacob Lawler now. Lawler would have to finish dead last, and I think McCrory would have to win the race. That would be 30 points he would make up, I think. Yeah, that's what's got to happen. McCrory, for the most part, may be out of this thing now. And you got to think that this all goes back to that pit road penalty he received last week at Talladega Superspeedway when he bypassed Joshua Michaels coming off pit road during green flag pit stops. Right now, though, he gets freight trained to the high side. Everything's looking Jacob Lawler's way right now. And, you know, it's rather interesting. Think back to Jacob Lawler. He won the Demolition Derby. And in that Demolition Derby at Bristol, the reward was one of 2 things. You could either get an automatic chase spot, or you could get a reserved ride for Season 8. What did Lawler choose? He chose the reserve ride for Season 8 and got into the chase on his own merits. He also does not have a win yet this season. So talk about a guy who has been consistent. And what did I say at the beginning of the season, all the way through the season, up here to the end of the season? Consistency is what wins championships. And that's what Lawler has done, but you can bet he'd love to pick up his first win of the season in the same night that he could pick up his first NNSCRA championship. As right now, Sean Henley is somewhat laying back. I don't know if this is strategy or if he has a little bit of damage from that incident with Michael Norman, Dylan Young, and others. He's back right now in the 18th position. John Cittadino is also back here in the 20th spot. So this could be strategy, but whatever the case, Jacob Lawler is not letting him affect him. As a matter of fact, he's going for the lead. He's going to the inside of William Duncan, and look who's pushing him. Charles Jackson. He knows what it's like to win a championship with Joe Gibbs Racing. He did it last season, and he's trying to maybe help another Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota win the championship this season. And right behind him, Megan Atkins, who won the Talladega race last week. Her first career Snickers Cup Series victory. Oh my goodness! Lawler got wicked loose, and that was nearly a wreck. If that had been a wreck, that could have blown this championship hunt wide open. But they still keep it together. We're still green. Jackson now to the lead, but not for long. Here comes Megan Atkins in the 33, and here's an opportunity for Audi's third driver to go to victory lane, perhaps. James Silverfox right up here in the hunt. Oh, Lawler is in a rather precarious position right now, I'll tell you. I would not want to be where that 11 is right at the current moment. But look who he's got drafting with him. Again, you guessed it, Trent Dunham. Those two, ever since last week at Talladega, I mean, for heaven's sake, in the Mobile Cup Series race, they started alongside each other on the front row. They got involved, I think, in the same wreck in the Truck Series race here last night, or 2 nights ago. It's so ironic how those two seem to turn up in the exact same place at the exact same time all the time. Here comes the 9 of Drew Austin to the bottom, and here comes a driver who has really done well here at FTF. 2 top 10 finishes. Jessica Shelton just barely missed out on winning last night in the Mobile Cup Series event to James McLeod, and finished top 10 in the Truck Series event. Now up here in the top 10 the Snickers Cup Series race, having a perfect 3-for-3 top 10 night, or top 10 weekend here at FTF. Is right now, oh man, oh Lawler bouncing off of Megan Atkins, and we nearly had another wreck. Oh, McCrory's 4 wide, and oh, they just barely got through that too. That was LaPlante, William Duncan, and Megan Atkins, and they almost wrecked it up, but they still keep it going here, as Dodge is 1-2 right now. Drew Austin and Richard Johnson. Austin hasn't been to victory lane yet this season. Johnson did a couple of weeks ago at Texas go to victory lane. And here comes Sean Galligan up the inside line there. The Hartlepool colors on that Tweenix Chevrolet. I don't think he hasn't got a win yet this season either. And Sean Henley, John Citadino, they are way, way back there. I think they're banking on a wreck happening here. I really do. Oh, contact between Trent Dunham and Jessica Shelton. Don't wreck it up, guys. We still got about 5 laps to go in this race. Oh, man, I'll tell you, if trouble breaks out up here in this front pack and Lawler is collected, Sean Henley or John Citadino could be sitting in the catbird seat. It's just a matter of survival right now for Jacob Lawler. Henley and Citadino are nowhere to be seen. They are laying way, way back to give themselves any opportunity in case trouble does break out. And Lawler has not been able to get himself out of that precarious situation. He's now on the outside line in a 3-wide situation. Right there behind Trent Dunham. Ooh, careful. You're going to get through this turn okay, it looks like. Oh, wow. Jake Cole just flat out cut off Anthony McCrory there. That was a close call. Lucky for Cole that McCrory let him in. Drew Austin, though, still leading this thing. And now William Duncan looks to the bottom on Sean Galligan. That's for second place. A number of drivers up here have not yet got a Snickers Cup Series victory. Looking for it tonight. Austin, Duncan, Galligan, Silverfox, Austin LaPlante. Thought I saw a couple others. Jessica Shelton, Charles Jackson, and Jacob Lawler. Add him to that list along with Trent Dunham. Oh, getting really testy here. Richard Johnson trying to tuck down right in front of Megan Atkins. Atkins not having anything of it. And there is Jacob Lawler. Man, that guy's got to be having his heart pumping in his chest really, really hard right now. Every move that these drivers make could make a difference into whether he wins this championship or not. Quite honestly, I'm a little surprised Lawler has not purposely dropped back here with the likes of Nick Varney, Cody Lamas, and Bob Jones and just ridden around, because right now he would still be running ahead of Citadino and Henley. But no, he wants to get up there. He wants to win this thing. It's almost a do-or-die attitude right now for Jacob Lawler, as Drew Austin side by side with William Duncan. Duncan had some help there on that middle line for a moment, but no longer. Megan Atkins leaves him. So does Richard Johnson, and those three will move by Duncan and move him back on that high line. Ooh, a couple of drivers got the apron there. I think almost every driver on the inside line got the apron. And now Jacob Lawler's been able to get himself back down to the inside line. This is what he needed to have happen. Now that he's on the inside line, He's got more choices in case a wreck happens in order to maneuver his way around. As they are 3 wide up ahead, Kyle Matthews, Richard Johnson, Megan Atkins. All this going on behind the leader, Drew Austin. And Dodge has gone to victory lane so many times this season. Twice with Harrison Langford, twice with Chris Washer, once with Joshua Collard, once with Richard Johnson, as they're bouncing off each other again. That time was Richard Johnson and Megan Atkins. But Dodge has gone to victory lane a number of times this season, but a couple of Dodgers up here that haven't been to victory lane trying to look for their first win of the season. Austin and his teammate, Charles Jackson. Well, Anthony McCurry comes to that inside line. I'm pretty certain he's been told that the only way he can win this thing, this championship, is if he wins the race and Lawler finishes out of the race in the 25th position. So I think now he's just trying to go for Audi's 4th win. And his 2nd of the season. Oh no! Oh no! Please no! They are gonna start going 3 wide again. Really close. McCrory gets turned! Back up comes Trent Dunham. Oh, McCrory comes right back up in front of traffic. But I think they all got through it. That's gonna be a caution. And that's going to end this race. McCurry all by his lonesome. Is the caution flag out? Yes, it is. This race is over. Jacob Lawler's in the top 10. He's going to win the championship unless something breaks out here on this final corner. Drew Austin lost the lead. Jake Cole got around him when McCurry spun. Jake Cole's going to come down and win this race. Jacob Lawler is your Season 7 Snickers Cup Series Champion, and Joe Gibbs Racing is 2 for 2 in winning championships in back-to-back seasons. Oh my goodness. Lawler crossed the stripe in the 7th position. He kept his car in the front of the field all night long. And he is going to reap the ultimate reward here tonight. Man, you think of how many times Lawler has been oh so close. He's made numerous chases in the Truck Series. But it seems as soon as the chase starts, he's not able to capitalize. His best opportunity was back in Season 3 when he was battling Trent Dunham for the championship in the season finale at Zandoltis. What happened? His best friend Jacob Cook turned him and took him out of the championship hunt. But now here, in Season 7, Jacob Lawler, in his final race for Joe Gibbs Racing, is going to take the championship, his very first NNSCRA championship here in Season 7 in the Snickers Cup Series. Wow. He was practically the odd man out. You had 2 former champs in Henley and Cittadino, 2 Audis in McCrory and Noah Hart, and then of course the long shot of Chris Washer, who really didn't have the odds at all in his favor. But Lawler overcomes the odds, overcomes the Audi teammates, overcomes the former champs, and is going to win the championship tonight with a great run of 7th place. Jake Cole will end off the season as a 2-time winner, picking up his 2nd win of the season here tonight. And what a great victory for him. That's the 4th win of the season for Stewart Haas Racing's team. Let's jump back real quickly, take a look at the incident with Anthony McCurry to put us under the caution for the final time here tonight at FTF. Well, for McCurry, I think it was absolute go for broke. Anything goes. Just try and win this thing. And here he gets moved into the middle groove. And watch on the low side there, Trent Dunham. He got loose, comes into McCurry's left rear. McCurry tries to hang on to it, keeps his foot in the throttle. Dunham was able to safely bring his car back up the track, but look at McCurry. Look at that, foot in the throttle, and that's why Drew Austin lost the lead. He got clipped there by the 61. Kyle Matthews also gets a piece of it. His car starts smoking after he nailed the 61 Audi. Man, McCurry, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I mean, you're trying to win this thing. Keep your foot in the throttle. He was going to come back up into traffic on the inside of Drew Austin looking for the lead. That would have been a tremendous move if he had been able to pull it off, but he wasn't able to. Drew Austin may have something to say about that, though, but that is the ultimate risk reward there for McCrory, and it just didn't pan out for him. And that is why Jake Cole was able to get around Drew Austin for the lead, because McCrory made that contact with the leader, and there you see Austin. Charles Jackson tried to help his teammate recover and get back to the win, but it was not to be. So what a tremendous move there by Jake Cole to get by. A tough break there for Drew Austin. And Anthony McCrory there with a bold move to try and keep himself still in the running for this win. Just was not able to quite do it. And Jacob Lawler, you see on that inside line there, that Sports Clips Toyota is your champ. Let's head back. Checkered flag is about to wave. Flagman is ready. Jake Cole is ready. Jake Cole wins the Snickers Cup Series season finale here at FTF SuperSpeedway, and Jacob Lawler, no wins this season, is gonna be the champion here tonight in Season 7 of the Snickers Cup Series. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I'm telling you what, I'm almost wondering, remember back when we ended up, I'm trying to remember who it was. There was someone that I named Mr. Consistency, and I can't remember who it was. But whoever it was, I'm almost wondering if we should tag that name now onto Jacob Lawler. No wins. Look at the guys that were running him down, trying to run him down tonight. Sean Henley won a race this season. Noah Hart won a race this season. Citadino won a race this season. McCrory won a race this season. And Chris Washer won 2 races this season. As a matter of fact, I believe, I'm not certain, but I believe the only 2 drivers that were in the hunt for this championship that did not have a victory, one of them was Jacob Lawler, and I'm thinking there was another one. Who was it? Hang on. Oh, there were 2 of them. There were 2 of them. 2 more. Dylan Poteet and Danny Wells. Sorry for that little glitch. I actually clicked over on my PowerPoint to see who the other 2 people were. And Jacob Lawler, man, this guy, how impressive is that? And you gotta feel for this guy, because this is unbelievable that he did not even have 1 victory this season. As I said, his final season with Joe Gibbs Racing, he'll head over to Hendrick Dowley Motorsports next season, so quite a coup for that team, as they'll be driving the number 5 machine, the number 5 Camaro over there next season, as the defending Snickers Cup Series champion. So congratulations to him. Joshua Collard, I don't think he was able to finish in the top 10. Finishes 23rd. So Ian Dutta is going to officially take the Rookie of the Year honors here for Season 7. So folks, it's finally come to a close. The season is over. Truck Series, Gene Sanford, Rookie of the Year. Dylan Poteet with the championship. Mobile 1, Luke Walker with the championship. And Madison Sieber, Rookie of the Year. And here in Snickers here tonight, Jake Cole with the victory in the race. Ian Dutta with the Rookie of the Year honors. And Jacob Lawler, the Season 7 Snickers Cup Series champion. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this entire Season 7. Hope that you've enjoyed these races as much as I've enjoyed bringing them to you. I'm letting you guys know ahead of time there will be about a 1 to 2 week gap between here and Season 8. I still have a lot of stuff to get together before I can even start my season, even start testing at Daytona, etc. I've got my schedule together, but I haven't completed my intro for the season races. I haven't yet figured out what my grids are going to look like. I haven't gotten all that stuff situated, so there will be some time between now and then. I'll still be uploading some of the NNSCRA Icebreakers online series races. There'll probably be some gaming videos that'll come out, possibly even a few silly season videos where I'll maybe interview some drivers that are going to be heading in next season, ask them about what they expect heading into next season and at the finish of this season. So, hope you guys enjoyed this race. Hope you guys enjoyed this season. If you did, please leave a like underneath this video. It helps me out a lot to get some feedback and know if you guys are enjoying the races that I'm bringing to you guys. I know for the most part you probably are, but it's kind of a little bit of a material letting me know as well. Here comes your official full finishing results, overall point standings, and rookie points heading into next, no, actually not heading anywhere, to finish off the season here in the Snickers Cup Series. And if you want to join the crew, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the crew here today. Also, be sure to check out the roll call video on my homepage of my channel. If you were signed up for a Season 8 ride, you're gonna want to get your name put in there. You're gonna want to make sure you confirm your ride. If you don't, you are going to get replaced and aren't even going to take the green flag at Daytona. If you want to be in the replacement signups, there is a video that is an update video I had. If you leave your name in as a comment in the comments there, then you are in the running for a Oreo or Mobile One Cup Series ride or a Last of Us Light Series ride. The Snickers Cup Series rides, all drivers have done their confirmation, so there won't be any open rides there. I will leave the link to both those videos, the roll call video and the update / sign up for replacements video, in the description, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already. That's going to gear it up for Season 8. That's another video that'll probably come out before the season even gets started too, is the replacement signups video, the replacement draw. So be sure to get your name in there. I'll probably have that replacement draw within the next 3 to 5 days. So be sure to get your name in there as soon as possible. But once again, folks, thank you so much for sticking with me through this season. I know it took a long time. That's why I cut it down from 36 to 30 races on the schedule, but it was absolutely amazing from start to finish, and I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. So, from everybody here at the NNSCRA, I'm Seth Cole signing off. See you guys next time as you've been watching production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. Dylan Pote, Luke Walker, and Jacob Lawler win the championships here in Season 7. See you guys next time.